So we're live and the market has closed. The Dow Jones gained 0.28%, Nasdaq lost 0.43%, S&P 500 gained 0.13%, and MULN was changed. As a matter of fact, it was barcoding between $1.02 and $1.01, so it remained unchanged. So momentum at the moment, based on what is going on right now in this post-market session, is indicating that it's overbought, but RSI is holding up. Okay, let's see what's going on. So I think about 19.7 million shares crossed the tape. Yes, 19.812 million shares crossed the tape for MULN Automotive. There wasn't any news. So let's quickly move on to the next stock. Next stock is RDBX. RDBX, Redbox Entertainment, gained 81.97%. Earlier on, the gain was about 100% and some fraction. So right now it has gained a further 0.72% in this post-market session, but it's been moving sideways since it's reached this peak of $6.4 as of 12, around a few minutes past 12 noon Eastern US time. Okay, so let's see whether there's any news. There wasn't really any news. 108.1719 million shares crossed the tape, and yes, it has that massive 77.89% short interest. So amongst other things, that is what is definitely attracting buyers, no doubt about that. So our RDBX, we have various supports: 5.58, 5.1, 4.72, 4.33, and also don't bear in mind that it has this merger coming up between it and Chicken Soup. Okay, so this will take us to the next stock, GOVX. GOVX Labs it's gained 150.39%, and it's up a 45%. Okay, it ran up to this peak of to this high of $1.8217. We're not sure exactly if it was rallying in the pre-market session. Let's see what the news is for GOVX. Okay, it was actually, yes, it was moving. It was showing strength in the pre-market session. It has rallied. The gain was 75%. Okay. We don't have any news for GOVX. So 205.292 million shares crossed the tape. The natural thing is to expect the stock to retrace, and given that, we're going to plot a Fibonacci grid and see where the support lies based on what has happened in this session of the 25th of July. And that will remain the case. This chart will remain good for the stock, for the chart, in order to remain. This chart, this grid will remain in place on this 1 minute chart for GOVX. So given that, we can also see whether we can plot further extension levels for the targets or projections computationally. So let's take $1.82 and 1.67, 1.82 and 1.67. Okay, we have a difference of 0.15 multiplied by 2.618. We have 0.3927, add that to the current price of 1.71. we have 2.1 as the next target. Okay, there's no guarantee it's gonna get there. Okay, so let's move on to the next stock. Next stock is Snap Inc. SNAP. Yes, we know in the previous session it lost about 13%, 39%. So right in this session it moved pretty much sideways, ran up to $10 at some point, and also in this post-market session ran up to 10.10 in this post-market. In a few minutes when the market opened, it also ran up to 10.10. so but since that time it's been moving sideways. It has had I believe it has had a couple of downgrades, I think. Yes, Rosenblatt Securities adjusts Snap's price target to $14 from $23, maintains neutral rating. UBS adjusts target to $15 from $17. US, okay. Wolf Research downgrades Snap to peer perform from outperform. Morgan Stanley double downgrades Snap to underweight from overweight. Slashes price target to $8 from $17. Okay, so yeah, that's what's been going on for Snap. Now, downgrades and downgrades and downgrades. It was definitely one of the most active stocks in this session. 136.668 million shares crossed the tape, and we were seeing that deep buyers must have been circling. Yes, they did come on. They did come for its options. We can see the $22 calls for the 12th of August gained 100%. The $23 calls also gained 100%. So, well, you might be forgiven to say that this is where option traders are projecting the stock to rebound to. You may be forgiven to say that. $26, $22, $23, even up to $25. Yeah, well, $26 covers $25. Yes, we were able to project a target of $27.13 for Snap. There's no guarantee that is going to happen. Okay, so let's move on to the next stock. REVB, Revelation Biosciences Inc. So REVB gained 55.38%, but it's down 2.97% in this post-market session. Is there any news there? Okay, yes, let's see. There was a news there. Revelation Biosciences says a study of allergic rhinitis treatment meets primary endpoint on safety, tolerability. Okay, so shares surged in the pre-market session, and the volume was 80.32 million shares. Okay, so right now in this post-market it is down 2.97%. As a matter of fact, so it's been it has lost all of much of the gains it ran up. It reached this peak of $1.81. So as a matter of fact, it has lost 50% of what its of that peak. So it's trading at around that 50%, the 50% of that peak of $1.81. So, well, there's a good chance it might rebound again in the coming session. There's a good chance that might happen. So let's take. This is not exactly the best way to determine this, but we're just going to take this 1.59 and 1.39. So we have a difference of 0.2. $0.2, multiplied by 2.618. We add that to the current price of 0.96, and we have a target of 1.48 for Revelation Biosciences. Okay, let's get that target, 1.4836. Okay, the next stock is TNXP. TNXP. Tonix Pharma Holdings gained 45.38%, down 0.58% in this post-market session. Let's get the news for TNXP. TNXP, let's see what the news is. Tonix Pharmaceuticals announces appointment of Sina Bavari, PhD, as Executive Vice President, Infectious Disease Research and Development. Okay, let's see also SIGA Technologies. Chimeric shares saw after WHO labels monkeypox a global health emergency. Okay, peers such as okay. So Tonix is a pair of SIGA Technologies and Chimerics. Yeah, that's, I think the stock rose in sympathy to the news that WHO has declared monkeypox a public health emergency of international concern. That's the news. Okay, so 52.294 million shares crossed the tape. I don't think it rallied in the pre-market session. So given that, let's see, we can project from, do a projection and see where it can get to. Take that high of 1.88 and take this low of 1.77, so we have a difference of 1.11. times 2.618. We add that to the current price of 1.7, so 1.98. So 1.98 is our target for Tonix. Let's see what the volumes. Okay, 52.299 million shares across the tape. Yes, it's a penny stock, not optionable. Okay, so that's the wrap up of what has happened today, and thank you all very much for watching this live session or joining us in this live session.